So what time is it where you guys are? Like, so J64, are you still up in the Seattle area?
Yeah, I'm still in Washington State. I'm on the other side in Spokane.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Right now it's about 11:15.
Yep, that's where it is here. Hey, we're time buddies.
Yay!
And so you're in Virginia, right? Besk?
Yes.
So using time travel math, it is 1:15? No, 2:15.
2:15.
Yes. So Arizona doesn't do the time stuff, daylight saving. So I always have to do time math. It's difficult.
Daylight savings time is stupid, anyways.
Yes. Okay, we're more time buddies. We're time buddies here. So let's see. So when you guys, I presume you guys would grind in this game. Where would you guys grind? Would it be that desert area or somewhere else?
Personally, I like the belt because I like the music.
Oh, yeah.
That was like my favorite place to just go anyways, just because the music was awesome.
Yeah, I like the music there, but wasn't there something with the battles where, like, it doesn't give you experience points, but it does give you AP or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Actually, we can try that out here, and I'll see what happens.
Okay.
But I'll do that later today, I guess. So welcome everybody. This is the Final Fantasy VI T Edition Grind Day. Apparently, I'm a crazy person, and I decided to Skype with everybody. Okay, so Mog got all his Blizzard Gauze and Phi Gauze. So do you guys, both of you, do you guys say the Gauze and the Raws, or do you still say like Lit 3, Bolt 3, that stuff?
And I use whatever it's called in the game that I'm currently playing. So, like, if I was playing it on Super Nintendo, I'd call it, like, Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3. Since I was playing it on Android, I'd call it Fire, Fyra, Firaga.
I think I just do fire 1, 2, and 3. I'm stuck in that mindset, I guess.
Okay, so we're the number buddies. Yeah. So I've always really liked the numbering system. I think there actually was a Japanese game. I think it might have been. Yeah, it was Final Fantasy IV Easy Type that does the numbering system, our numbering system.
I think that's because it was actually backfit from Final Fantasy II, I want to say. Like, US version, that was like the US version? I can't remember if Final Fantasy Easy Type was like backfit.
Yeah. So I've been doing my Legends of a Localization about Final Fantasy IV, and for people who've read it, it's such a huge read, and I've been comparing those, and I can't even doing all this, I can't quite figure out what was happening. I think they were actually worked on side by side, if anything, from what I can tell. I don't. If any of you guys, like, if maybe some of you guys know, like if you've seen an interview or something. So she learned Sloga. So out of all the Final Fantasy games, which ones are your favorites?
2 and 3.
2 and 3?
US.
US?
2 and 3 US.
So
I'm so used to calling them 2 and 3, I guess. It's 4 and 6 are my favorite.
Yeah.
Although I have a soft spot in my heart for 5 actually, because I like the job system.
Yeah.
But I really like the espers and the story of 6, and 4 was my like first exposure to RPGs anyways, so that's I think the SNES ones were the best.
Yeah, Final Fantasy IV, when it was called 2 on Super Nintendo, that was pretty much my first RPG, and that's what got me into them. I really like 6 as far as like the level up system with the Espers and the Magicite and all that stuff. As far as like the production values, I think 9 is really good. I really like the visual style. It has a pretty interesting story and stuff. As far as the level up system goes, I actually played Final Fantasy 2, like the original 2, on Android, and I really like the way that like using different things causes those to level up. Like if you have someone who's not good with magic, you use magic a lot more and they'll get good with magic. Or if you want someone to get good with a certain weapon, you equip that weapon and have practice with it and they get better with that one.
So does that version have that bug where like you can just hit yourself and that's how you should level up? Or did they fix that?
Well, if you hit yourself, that causes you to lose hit points, and that can cause your hit points to increase.
Oh, that's right.
And the hitting, that counts as a use of that weapon, so it will cause that weapon to increase. So yeah, technically you could say that it does do that.
Okay.
There's another bug where if you like select to attack with an item, that counts as a use, and then if you cancel it and select it again, that counts as another use.
Oh.
That one fixed though.
Okay. Yeah, I remember hearing that 2 was really buggy back in the day.
Yeah.
So,
2 being
go ahead.
2 US or 2 Japan?
Famicom, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 Japan.
So someone is selling a very damaged Earthbound Player's Guide for $43 on eBay, and I'm like, I kind of want to get that, but it's pretty damaged. That's the problem.
Oh. So I haven't checked the prices in a while, but the average is pretty high. So like sometimes it goes up to 100 on average. So even the broken ones, the messed up ones, go for a lot. So that's probably a good price.
Well,
unless it's really torn up.
Yeah, it really is. Like one of the pictures looks like awful.
So I'm surprised. Go ahead.
There's another one that's acceptable for $169.
Wow.
So.
No.
No book is worth that much.
You can get it for free now. You can download it for free from Nintendo even.
Oh, but it's not the same. It doesn't have scratch and sniff stickers, so...
Oh, yeah. You just, like, smush some food into it or something.
Get, like, a lot of oregano, make it wet, and then scratch that or something.
Oh, man, I want to do that. I want to make my own scratch and sniff. Just, like, put some spices on some tape and tape it to something.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So I'm surprised, like, I do know that Earthbound is getting a lot of people like will bootleg it and sell it on eBay. That's been I get a lot of questions about that. I'm surprised that people aren't really bootlegging the guide because it's going for a lot, like you just pointed out.
Sure. I think it would be hard to bootleg that because you'd have to,
You would know.
have really good quality scans, and I think you would be able to tell that it's a knockoff, perhaps, because it doesn't have like the scratch and sniff stickers probably wouldn't look like scratch and sniff stickers. So I mean, I think there would be a way to like you can tell, but I mean, I'm not sure. I think that there would be a very easy way to tell that it doesn't work, that it's not real.
So do you guys remember? Like I pointed this out, but Mog has the cursed shield on, which does all kinds of effects, right? And usually, like, you could counteract that with a ribbon, but the ribbon doesn't seem to be working. Is that new to this hack? Do you guys remember? You guys or people in the chat?
I'm not familiar. I mean, the problem is that I'm not very familiar with 3 as I should be. I mean, because I don't think I've actually even beaten it with an emulator, so... Me watching you play is like I'm playing vicariously through you.
So do you guys have like any favorite ROM hacks that you've played through? Do you guys play ROM hacks at all, or you just kind of just play normal games or just watch other people?
I play ROM hacks. I mean, I am a moderator on
That's
ROM
true.
hacks. I've followed the community for well over 10 years now. I'm sure. Well over 10 years. So I prefer translations over hacks, but because I haven't found a good hack that I really like, I guess. If this was translated into English, I would definitely give it a shot. That's for sure.
As far as ROM hacks go, I haven't really done too much other than translations, like with Radical Dreamers when that was translated.
Oh yeah.
And the Earthbound Zero, when they hacked that to get it to work in emulators, I played that one a bit.
Oh man, I remember that was such an exciting time.
Yeah. Yeah, other than that, the only real ROM hacks that I've done were like basic experimenting with Earthbound and PK hack, like getting that music editor to work.
Oh
and
yeah.
Other.
Okay, so if you guys could time travel to any time and have a picnic, what time would you guys go to? What time and where?
Oh, I don't even know.
Can you go forward in time too?
Sure, yeah.
Huh.
But you, the picnic is a modern picnic, so you can't go to the future and have a future picnic.
Yeah, so we can't
I
have
don't
like the
know.
back.
That's a very good question.
How about you, chat? Where would you go? I think I would go to. I'd probably go to. Was it the ancient Mesopotamia, and be like, hey guys, look at these like hungry man dinners. Look what you guys don't have. Or what if I like?
Dinner in a box.
What if like I gave it to their like their ruler, like their head ruler, whoever it was, if they had one, and then
I think you're like a wizard. Or
yeah, so then like they would worship me, and then I'd be like a deity for the rest of history.
You'd be King Mato.
I'd be like the hungry man king.
But the thing is that you'd have to go back to our time to get more, because I would imagine that the king would be like, this food is amazing, I want more of it. Because, I mean, they have that brownie. They would be like, this is amazing. Your desserts are amazing. What is this sweet substance?
Actually, if you took like the Hungry Man dinner back to the past, wouldn't it give someone a heart attack?
Would it? From like
Because of all the salt?
all the salt. Yeah, so where would you guys go? Or would you guys steal my idea?
I would probably go to the future so that I don't have to worry about changing the past and causing any like time.
But then you risk, if you do that, like you risk people further in the future, like coming back to try to stop you from them not existing. So you'd have like time cop issues, like time cop Jean-Claude Van Damme would come get you.
I love that movie, by the way. Time Cop is awesome, I have to say.
Okay, we're time cop buddies.
You know, he chews black gum in that movie, and
Oh,
the
wow.
reason why he's doing that is because at the time he was doing a deal. He had a deal, and he was doing commercials for black gum in Japan.
So did they advertise it with the movie?
Yeah, you can see him pulling out a stick of black gum,
Cool, okay, I'm gonna have to watch it.
which is. Have you ever had it, by the way?
Yeah,
It's delicious. That's one of my favorite gums.
Japanese gum is so flavorful. Okay. Kind of been chatting with you guys about time travel, so I'm not keeping up with my espers. So you'd go back to 2007 when LiveJournal was still alive. So for about a half an hour longer, I'll keep going. This kind of slow going, like not as quite as quickly, going as quickly as I thought. So, so I hope the Skype stuff people are finding it interesting. I don't know what like the baseline is, but I'm having fun. So I guess that's what matters.
I think
me
that's the
too.
baseline right there, is that you're having fun.
So I'm trying to imagine just like you guys are in my house and we're just chatting. That's the way I've been approaching it.
Hooray!
But then I have to pay attention to like the chat, which is like the group outside, like outside the windows, that's banging on the windows. Let us in, let us in. They're saying, "Hello, Hockey Monkey 89," and Humza SFC.
I think if I could go anywhere in time to where they were doing a picnic, I think I would go to the future where they have flying cars, because, Back to the Future 2, it's almost 2015, where's my fucking hoverboard?
Yeah.
Where's my hoverboards and my flying cars? You know, I want that.
Next year is the year of the hoverboard.
Yes.
Man, so whatever, like, oh man, they had dehydrated pizzas. Gonna have to eat some dehydrated pizzas.
They had that thing where you were upside down for your back, apparently an inversion,
Oh, that's right, yeah.
and the automatic dog walker, like a robotic dog walker.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I assume they would have that nowadays.
Well, not the hovering part. 'Cause
Oh yeah, that's right.
that doesn't work. And then the self-tying tennis shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I saw the props for that. Like, they're really quite ugly, actually. Like, they have all these wires hooked up to the laces so that when he steps in them and they tie the shoe, they had to pull all these wires so it looked like it laced up.
Oh
stuff.
man. So what do you guys think is going to happen in 10 years from now? Do you think we're going to have any like robot presidents? Do you think?
No, because they don't meet the constitutional requirements for being president.
That can always be changed by the robots. Like Google's going to be the president.
Google's the president.
Google is the precursor to Skynet.
Oh yeah, I kind of think so. Yeah, like we're going to have
As long as
drones
they
and
don't-
stuff.
As long as they don't have Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to do this really fake Texas accent. Those are like, I think after 2, the Terminator movies just went totally downhill.
Yeah, I can't watch anything after 2. I never watched anything past 3. Robots are people too?
Apparently. But I don't think robots will. I think we'll still have a good number of years before AI becomes a thing.
Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm going to put Locke in my team, and I'm going to work on Locke. Take Go-Go out.
Yeah, I was going to say that there's some stuff going on now that I find pretty intriguing. Like, there's some research going on into photonic computing, where rather than electrons traveling along silicon, they're using actual photons to perform calculations.
Oh man, that
Oh
sounds
yeah, I
pretty
heard
cool.
about that. That is pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah, because like the speed of the light is faster than the electrons going through the silicon, so that can increase the speed of calculations being performed. And then I also heard about they're calling it quantum teleportation, which is kind of a weird thing to call it because it's basically just like two objects that are kind of linked across a distance, and you can use that to transfer data almost instantaneously from one to the other.
Yeah, you mean
that-
quantum entanglement, right?
Well, I heard it called quantum teleportation, so
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
I'm not sure.
probably the two terms are synonymous with each other.
Yeah, probably one
Good.
sounds cooler to like the non-science crowd, maybe.
yeah.
Probably.
So we need Stephen Hawking. We need Stephen Hawking in here.
Oh man,
Explain all this
he
to us.
should be on the Skype chat. That would be the best.
Somebody could totally just like fake him, and then he can talk about potatoes and pancakes and
And potato pancakes.
yes.
Potato pancakes are awesome too.
Oh yeah, they are. Oh, so he has the kitchen knife on, and I forget where we got the kitchen knife or the cleaver. Where did we get that? Was it a giant tonberry?
Cranberries.
That would make sense, yeah.
So what do you guys like better? Do you guys like tonberries, cactars, or bombs? What's your favorite? Which one would you hug, and which one would you marry?
I don't know. I think I would hug the cactar.
You hug the cactar? Oh man, you're real daring there.
Well, I didn't say I would give it like a tight hug. It would
Oh.
be like one of those hover hand.
Hover hand hugs.
It just seems like a bad deal all the way around. Because the cactar needles, the bomb's gonna explode, and the tonberry will stab you in the back.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Okay, so if you guys want to know how like just like loopy I am right now, I have not had the experience egg on here this whole time. Okay, so this is a new item that it's one of the 12 legendary weapons in this hack. It's the orichalcum, I think it's how you pronounce it.
Orichalcum, yeah.
Yeah, so in the it's for lock, and depending on the number of successful steals that you get, it gets stronger up to, you know, maximum 255. So you have to do I think it's like 512, 500 whatever steals to get it maxed up. So that's what I was working on. So I'm gonna try to get that on them. Where is it? There we go.
Do they have to be successful steals or just attempts?
Yeah, I think they have to be successful.
Ouch.
Yeah, so I kind of thought, actually, if we give him a thing, it might help out. But I seem to recall there was something like that in the original game, but I can't recall what it was. Okay, so cactars don't have spikes. Thank you, Hockey Monkey 89. But they shoot spikes at you, don't they?
Yeah, they've got that 1,000 needles attack.
So,
And then, like in the Game Boy Advance version and the Android version, there's a giant cactuar boss, and that has like a 10,000 needles attack.
oh god.
Jeez.
So you can't survive that, can you? You just have to jump out of the way, maybe?
Yeah, that or use Life 3 or
Oh, right.
re-rate it's called in that version.
Okay, so Alexpert gave me a good idea. I can do the offering and the thief knife to do multiple steal attempts. So maybe I'll try that.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
And Alexpert. So have you guys finished Final Fantasy VI? How many times do you think you finished it? Or
0.
0? You never finished it?
No, I've never finished it. I
Uh-oh.
need to. I really want to.
Dropped from Skype.
Oh no! The problem is that there are so many games out there that I really like that I never get to finishing a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I beat it when it was Final Fantasy 3 on the Super Nintendo, but I was a young, dumb kid and didn't really understand the leveling up system, so I used a Game Genie for help. But when I got on Android, I did go through and beat it legitly that way.
So it sounds like I might have finished it the most out of us all, which is surprising.
Why is that? Why is that?
Why is it surprising? Just because I feel like I'm way behind the times. Everybody has played all of the new versions, you know? Played all the new versions. They know all the tricks. If you've been watching, I don't know most of the tricks that everybody else knows. Like the Joker Doom trick, I didn't really know that even. So I played it a million times back in the day, and then not really since then. Okay, here we go. We're taking the Moogle Charm up. So I don't think we need to have the this weapon equipped for it to go up. I think we need to get the successful steals, but actually what we'll do is we'll look at the stats. So first, where is it?
I have beaten Dragon Warrior 1.
Dragon Warrior 1? Alright, you got me
Yes.
on that. I haven't finished that.
Yeah, I've never
Okay.
even played it. Dragon Warrior Dragon Quest games.
I mean, it's probably not saying much, but yeah, it was a really fun.
It was hard or fun?
Both. I mean, I think I like the challenge of it.
I had fun with it back when it came out. I rented it a few times, but it's one of those games where you can't rent it. It can't be one of those rentable games because you're gonna lose your save. Unless it had a password system, I can't remember.
I don't think it had a password system. I don't think.
I'm trying to think of how long a password would have to be for an RPG to store everything.
It depends, I guess. Like where what all you would store. Like for something like Dragon Quest, I don't think it would be that hard because there wasn't that much to store. Like where you were, what you had, and what your stats were. I think you could do that with a string, like a string of things, like Metroid did. You could do that. So I think it's possible. But I think for like more complex games like Final Fantasy VI, probably not. Or you'd have a very long password. Because I remember the password for the Legend of the Mystical Ninja. That was a very long, confusing password that you had to get perfectly, or you wouldn't have a save. So
are we all three of us? Are we programmers? Like I know you are, J64. Are you Besk? Are you a programmer?
I am not. I am actually an electrical engineer.
So you were sort of my, you're like my counterparts when I was in college. You know, like had electrical engineers who would take a lot of the same classes as me, but I also considered them competition. I don't know why. Like hardware and software, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, but they're also complementary because you can't have hardware without software, or vice versa. I think, in my opinion, I don't think.
And as for me, I wouldn't really call myself a programmer because although I have taken some programming classes, I kind of hate programming. So since I left those classes, I haven't really done any programming and don't really plan to either.
So when I studied computer science, I had to take a bunch of electrical engineering courses, and strangely enough, those are the ones that I remember the most and I had the most fun with, like designing circuits, learning how, you know, CPUs work, designing instruction sets, stuff like that. It was actually because of that stuff that I'm able to do the hacking that I do now, like that you see here, and Mother 3, all of that stuff. So if you guys would like people in the chat, just people watching, if you guys would like to do all this crazy stuff, just take maybe like a semester or two. It's all you need. I only took a semester or two of electrical engineering and assembly. I took one assembly language course, and that, you know, I can do all that stuff now.
I'm sure that helped.
Yep. Oh man, that's a good picture there. So in about 15 minutes or so, I'm going to end it because it's going to be noon, and then I'm going to have lunch, and then have like a little lunch break, maybe wash some dishes, and then I'll come back, continue with our grind-a-thon, continue Skyping with folks, learn about your guys' secrets so that I can exploit them later in life.
Oh no.
So yes, Besk, I know that you like Russian thermonuclear records.
Close enough.
Something like that. And then I know, so J64, like I've for people who don't know, I've met J64 several times in the past, and he's come to my house a few times and hung out for days and weeks, and we've marathoned anime together and had all kinds of, we marathoned Mega 64, and I got really into Mega 64 from that, so I have to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I probably would never have really watched them otherwise. And apparently Poetrader, my wife, is up there getting free stuff from them now, just saying, like, she's going to Mega 64 booth and saying, hey, I'm from Fangamer, and they're freaking out, and they're like, oh, you're from Fangamer, have some shirts, have this. Come back drunk on pumpkin beer? Yeah, I have some pumpkin beer, and I keep forgetting to drink it. But it's probably not a good idea to, like, watch the chat, play game, Skype, and translate and be drunk all at the same time. I don't know if my brain can take that.
I don't think I could.
Okay.
So, besides Russian, Besk, do you know any other languages?
I know a very small amount of French.
French? So Luigi Blood, you know French. So what about you, J64, do you know? Because you were stationed in Korea, I think, and maybe a few other places?
Yeah, I was in Korea. That was the only foreign place that I went. After there, I went to Colorado.
Do you speak Coloradian? What do you call them?
Yeah, they basically speak English, so...
They basically, yeah. Okay, I'm trying to...
English, I don't really know any languages.
But you probably picked up some Korean at least, right?
A little bit, like, what was it? Annyeonghaseyo is hello.
That's more than I know.
And Kamsahamnida is thank you.
So let's see. I think I'm doing.
I have North Korean albums actually.
Do you really?
Yes, I have one.
Wow.
I used to actually no, I have a couple. I actually have a couple of North Korean albums, which are they're pretty interesting.
So I have a theory that every time North Korea is said by anybody, that either North Korea is suddenly like listening in, like they're using their hacking, or the American government is. I think American government is now watching our stream.
They have good taste in streams.
Yeah. They like to watch us steal elixirs and.
If I was still in the military, you could technically say that the government was watching me, but I'm not there anymore.
I still think you're special ops and you're watching me. You've seen all the programming that I've been doing. I think the Final Fantasy Police is on to me. So hello everybody in the chat. Who I haven't been keeping up with the chat so much, so I apologize. But so yes, the cursed shield thing, it pulls from the game too. Like I could totally just change that number right now to 0 or whatever and just have it already. But I feel I would be I don't know. I feel it would be. I don't know. What's a good word? You guys can fill in the blanks. Guys can do a Mad Libs.
That would be like when I was beating the game with the Game Genie when I was younger. It would cheapen the experience.
Yeah, I guess that's it. It just feels like busy work though.
Mm-hmm. It is busy work, but you're earning that uncursing.
Unethical.
Unethical. That's a good word, actually.
I like the idea of doing Mad Libs, so maybe I'll do Mad Libs more often in streams. Because for a lot of... Go ahead. So, did I spell Skyping right? Is that the right way to verb that word? Did I spell that right?
I think so. Or you would add an E and you would add a apostrophe ing, but I'm not sure.
I would say the way you have it spelled there is the good way to spell it. Generally speaking, you have a verb that ends with an E, you would drop the E and add ing, so...
True.
Makes sense.
But Skype is a proper noun, so...
Oh man, we're getting into crazy, like, cutting-edge English grammar rules.
It is a noun that has been adapted to a verb, similar to Google.
Google. Oh man, I guess you take the E off of that, right?
Yep.
Googling, yes.
So you guys,
take the E off of that.
So you guys in the chat, are you guys hearing the Uh-oh, I think we're losing some frames here. We're actually losing a lot of frames. Crap.
Uh-oh, yeah,
well,
I see him.
nothing is happening, so it doesn't matter. But for those of you in the chat, are you getting good audio at least? Is it like the audio level's okay?
OBS is awful.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what happens. It could just be the internet here, like, you know, it's the weekend, a holiday.
I wish you had my internet. My internet is awesome.
Yeah, I have like the ultimate package because streaming was really taking up all of our bandwidth limits or whatever. So we have like super awesome Omega stuff.
Yeah, I have Charter's Ultra 100.
Okay, so we can totally...
which is 100 down, 10 up.
So I have like 150 down, 50 up, I think.
Jealous.
Except I'm losing so many frames that I don't think it matters right now. But since we're just, you know, doing grinding, lost frames isn't too bad. I just hope it doesn't, like, crash.
That would suck.
So if it does crash today, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I won't grind without you guys, because I don't want to play this game without other people, you know, because this is all for kind of reference for people who are going to be watching these archives, I don't know. It's going to be such a strange experience. Just like, will people like actually willingly watch grinding? I wonder.
Apparently so. You have 29 people in the chat.
Yeah, I got looks 30.
Myself and J64. So.
How many of them is the FBI?
Oh boy, because we talked about North Korea.
Yes, North Korea and Russia and thermonuclear. Oh man, all the wrong things.
All the...
That's right, Skype. I think Skype does have like NSA related backdoors. I heard.
Hmm.
So I promise
I think
government.
I've heard it too, yeah.
We're just playing Japanese games. I'm sorry, guys. So, been streaming for about an hour and a half, and I've only got like maybe 30 down on the cursed shield. It's gonna be a while.
Too bad there's not like a place that's like
Quicker?
full of really easy enemies that you could go
Yeah,
to.
so we can go to that solitary island, and those peepers, they just die very quickly. So we could do that. It'd be a lot more mindless, but we get more magic points here. So maybe I'll go there. Maybe like get out of here and get a nice change of pace. So Miles the Wolfman, yeah, like there's a whole bunch of people who are ready to Skype with me, and I don't know like what the procedure for kicking people off Skype is. But since I'm going to end pretty soon anyway, when I come back, maybe we'll have some new people on.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Sounds good to me.
And like if people who can only be around for a specific time, I'll make a priority for those people. But if you lie about your priority, then you won't be going on the boat to the proper place in the afterlife. You'll like take the wrong boat. You'll take the
gray. What is it? Oh, I can't remember what it is.
You'll take the Titanic to the afterlife instead of the Love Boat. Okay, so I think after we come back, I'll go to the solitary island and grind on those guys. It'll be very boring, but it'll be a different location and quicker.
And variety is the spice of life.
That should be one of the scratch and sniff cards. Variety. So for like I want to do like Mother 3 localization books and just Earthbound related books and stuff. So I always want to do scratch and sniff things. And apparently like I've gotten some samples actually, and there are some nasty things. There's like burnt rubber, which is terrible, but there's like mud, and I think there's garbage. And really just gross. So.
Oh man, that just reminded me of something that I got as kind of a gag gift. Let me see if I can find it here, because it is pretty terrible. Yep, there it is. Alright, so this is a thing that was released by Jelly Belly, and they call it Bean Boozled. And what they do is there are 10 different colors of jelly beans, but each color could be 2 possible flavors.
Oh crap.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
One is a good flavor, one not so good. For example,
Like, what do you consider not so good, I guess?
Well, there's one here, it's yellow with kind of red or brown spots. The good flavor is top banana. The bad flavor is pencil shaving.
Oh crap.
I mean, how do they know what pencil shavings taste like?
They use little kids.
Do they have to like? It sounds like this is something that they would have to, research flavor combinations, and then people would have to taste test these and be like, "Yep, you got the flavor of pencil shavings." Right? But how do they do that?
Well, maybe they just go based on like something that tastes like what it smells like, because everyone who's sharpened a pencil knows what the shavings smell like. And like there's another one here for the black ones. The good flavor is licorice. The bad flavor is skunk spray.
Oh crap!
Okay,
wow.
yeah, there's got to be something about this.
Yeah. Then there's a white and yellow. The good one is buttered popcorn. The bad one is rotten egg.
They're really going all out with this.
There's a light blue one. The good color or good flavor is berry blue. The so-called bad flavor is toothpaste.
You can't drink orange juice after you eat that.
There's a brown one. The good flavor is chocolate pudding. The bad flavor is canned dog food.
Oh.
Well, at least it's not poop.
There's an orange one with red spots. Good flavor is peach. The bad flavor is barf.
Oh my god.
That's totally Earthbound related.
So what are these called?
It's from Jelly Belly. It's called Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled. Okay, guys. So buy your Bean Boozled things. The stream is sponsored by Jelly Belly. Go get your barf and your skunks.
Oh, I'm looking at their website. Yeah. Wow. This is really a thing. Wow.
Yep.
The caramel corn might be moldy cheese.
Oh no.
Or Tutti Frutti might be stinky socks.
Yeah.
This is like the scratch and sniff of Earthbound Strategy Guide.
It's not even in the box that I got. Yeah, but there's one here that's bad news for me anyways because I don't like strawberry. So the good flavor is strawberry jam. The bad flavor is centipede.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah.
So we're losing a lot of frames here, but you know, we're not losing much of importance. And I'm also doing a local copy, so when I post these, the frames won't be dropped. So for those of you who really want to see these missing frames, do not fret. So I'm going to end it pretty soon, but not just yet. Let me get my party all set up. And then I'll go back down.
I've got a quick question for you, Tomato, before you end.
Sure.
You know how I mentioned that there was a game that came out that I got a music credit for?
Yes.
Yeah, that came out on Steam a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And if you're interested, I could gift a copy to either you or Poe.
Okay. Dude, what's the name?
It's called Mind Path to Thalamus.
Okay.
And it's kind of a first-person adventure game.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Myst games, only it's all real-time 3D.
Okay. Yeah,
the puzzles. Yeah, the puzzles are solved by interacting with the environment, which changes the weather.
Huh.
Yeah, so things like making it rain causes platforms to elevate, and making it night causes portals to open so you can go through and get to different areas.
Actually, that sounds familiar. I might have seen it like when it came out, or it was like on sale or something. I think I might have seen that. Like I didn't get it, but it sounded interesting.
Yeah, it was originally going to be called Coma: A Mind Adventure, but there was something that happened between the developers, and so it ended up being rebranded.
Okay, so if we do get that, we'll probably play it on stream. So probably me, but can you post? Oh, you can't post that in the chat. Okay, so
I can link to it through the Skype chat.
Yeah, okay. So let me see if I can find Skype chat. Skype. I feel like such an old man. Is this chat? Am I gonna break it?
I just posted in there, so maybe you can find that.
What's? This is the worst layout ever. Wow. Okay, so I don't see it, but is it? Okay, so here we go. The link.
Just posted the name of it in the chat there.
Okay, so I'll get the copy the selection. So J64 here, he is a music guy, and he's a good friend of ours. So if you guys would like to support his work and his employer's work, I assume you were just contracted, but
yeah, basically he put out a call for funding on Indiegogo, and I funded it and I was interested in the game, so I asked if I could make some music for it. He got back to me and said, "Sure, we'll talk," and eventually got a few tracks in the game.
Cool. Oh man, this game does look exactly like our kind of game, so definitely gonna check this out.
Okay. So should I gift that to you or Poe?
I would be better because we use my computer to stream stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so I already triple saved it, but I'm going to do it again just in case something happened. Okay, so we still have 225 battles left for the Cursed Shield. And let me turn that off for now. And I'm going to save state it. Ooh, I almost screwed that up. Okay. So I'm going to take a lunch break quick here. And I don't know, like half an hour to an hour, I'll come back and I'll continue. I'll Skype in with some more people, so if any of you would like to Skype with me, I've already posted my Skype name, but here we go. I'm still new to all the Skyping business, so if I screw up, please understand, as Iwata would say. So I guess for now, thank you Besk and J64. It was actually a really pleasant chat with you guys, so I really enjoyed that, so thank you for like helping me with my Skyping leveling up.
You bet.
Not a problem.
So this was actually pretty fun, so maybe I'll incorporate Skype some more into future streams. Okay, so so it sounds like J64, you're still in my time zone, so I hope you enjoy your lunch as well. And for those of you who have lunch, I hope you enjoy it too. Actually, so let me end this Skype. So actually, oh crap, you guys are on lag, so it won't work. I was gonna have you guys help read the credits. Darn it. Okay, so I'll end the Skype for tonight, for right now, and then I will run the credits, you guys. So.
Okay.
Thanks for coming, guys. See you all in a bit. And if you guys like credits, hang around. So how do I end this? End the communication. Does that not work?
That's it. There should be an end.
Do the end call.
End the call. Is that... I pressed a red button. Okay. I think that worked. I don't hear voices in my ears, so I think it worked. So thank you again, J64 and Besk. That was very pleasant. So let's do these credits, you guys. I'm going to pause this. Credits time. So this was episode Jacket Salty. I don't know what that means, but okay. Pochator will be back, I think, this time next week. So Alksprit, you were the radical mystic. NK, you were such an oily banana. An oily banana. Balthasar, you were the heavy warlord. Besk, you were the greasy novelist. For Paro Adam, you were the ye old turtle. Kasumi Blue was the experimental assassin. We had a dusty eagle in here, Niblet-chan. Silly Voodoo was the impatient bomb. I think you just exploded very quickly. And Trev Newt was the merciful stag beetle. And I don't know, we had a stereotyped biochemist, but I don't know really what the stereotype of that is. So until like in half an hour to an hour, see you next game. Be back in a little bit, you guys, so hang around if you like. And sorry for all the dropped frames.